So in this video we'll be discussing how to change out the pump in the ECM. The pump is one of the most common modes of failure, especially when it's operated in a hot, humid environment with high PM levels. Sometimes it will be possible to tap on the pump, we'll connect it to the software to get it running again, but other times the pump will have to just be completely replaced. So to access the pump, you will undo the two screws in the bottom of the case, and then you'll want to have a container for those screws. They're small, they roll away, and they're easy to lose. So just put them in a place where you know they're going to be contained. So to open the ECM, you undo the screws and then you just pull apart the two halves. Set aside the back half, and then the pump is located right next to the battery. You can see there is a black and a red wire connected to a power connector on the main board, and then on the top of the pump there are two pieces of tubing, the inlet and the outlet. They should both be labeled, and you'll want to take note of these because when you put the new pump in, the arrangement will have to be in the same order. So to remove the pump, you're going to move the battery so that the wires are out of the way. Try not to really yank on it, that way you avoid breaking the connector. And then there is a small lever. It's difficult to see, but you're going to pull it back with your fingernails and then pull up on the pump connector. Can we do that again? It might have been a little blurry. Yeah, so you're going to pull back in the little lever with your fingernail and then pull up on the connector, and that will slide out. And so now the pump is free and you just need to undo the tubing. So you can either use your fingers or you can use some sturdy tweezers. Alright, so that's the old pump. You'll notice on the old pump there is some Velcro circles that helps reduce vibration noise in the device. You can pull those off the old pump and then put them onto the new pump before you put it into the ECM. So here we just have some spare Velcro circles, and that's just so the pump doesn't bounce against the plastic directly when it's in the ECM. And so the outlet of the pump is going to be connected to the bottom piece of tubing. And you'll want to push the tubing as far as you can onto the little hose barb on the top of the pump. And once that's secure, you can connect the inlet to the top piece of tubing. And then you just reconnect the power cable. And then you close up the ECM, put the screws back in place, and then test it out using the docking station software. Make sure you can set the flow rate to 0.3 liters a minute. If for some reason you happen to connect the pump backwards, you'll notice that when you're trying to set the flow rate, the pump will sound like it's ramping up and down, trying to reach the right differential pressure. That's an indicator that the pump's connected backwards. So if you do experience that after changing the pump, stop the device, reopen the ECM, and just check the orientation of the tubing. And that's how you change a pump.